server. Been a few changes here. Like, for example, I got a little bit of a clue here as to why it was these thermal generators would occasionally show up as being on fire. I mean, I'd log in a few times, and I've seen them on fire already when I logged in or when I came back from somewhere. And it's probably, from what DMAC was saying, it's probably got to do with them being hit by lightning, something like that. And so put a layer of glass over each row of these things, and that should prevent that problem from recurring. Meanwhile, with the solar panel project, I now have 16 ultimate hybrid solar panels in this group of 64 advanced. Well, 64 advanced, and 16 of them have been upgraded to ultimate hybrids. And that might be enough for a while. I've added some more MFSUs down here. And that power, most of it, heads down below here for the matter fabricator. And it is matter fabricating at a pretty decent pace. It's got plenty of power, as does the rest of the place, which you might notice has changed a bit. I have reorganized things. Over here I have a row of pulverizers, and they are processing various materials based on the number currently in storage. And so when the number goes below what's set up here, it turns on a redstone signal and starts delivering material into the pulverizer to be pulverized and processed. And now over here, a row of furnaces, powered furnaces that will handle smelting, cooking, whatever, of a number of things, also based on how much of something is in stock. If there's less than 256 bricks in stock, then, for example, start feeding balls of clay into the powered furnace and cook that up. And that way I have a constant supply of a lot more things. Some of this mess has been taken out because it turned out I had 2 of these item tesseracts receiving stuff from the quarry output. 1 is sufficient. This one is tied to this ender pouch, which allows me to drop stuff into the sorting system from anywhere. Over here I've got plate bending machines, which are handling for bronze, chrome, titanium, and aluminum. I need to put 1 or 2 more in there for like steel plate or iron plates and things like that. I have a row of compressors over here, which are handling like advanced alloys and making glowstone out of glowstone dust, iridium ingots out of ore, refined uranium out of uranium, compressed coal balls, and carbon plates. And there's room over here to put more, and of course I can expand the room and so on. This here, walled off in obsidian in case of explosions, is GregTech industrial electrolyzer. This one is processing bauxite dust into, let's see, I believe you get aluminum, titanium dust, a couple of tiny piles of that. You get hydrogen cells and compressed air cells. Mainly running it for the titanium, which it's slowly catching up. And it's walled off in obsidian because twice now I have had explosions. I had 4 of these things, and there was an explosion that I think was probably due to a mess of power arrangements going towards it, and it got fed too much voltage at one point and blew up. So I replaced all 4 of them and fixed the hole in the floor and got everything going again. And then I misclicked and accidentally sent too much power into it. Blew up 3 of them and myself because I was standing right next to it. And so this one is walled off in obsidian. Should it explode, it shouldn't take out much more than what's right in here in this little area. One hopes. And I'm going to hold off on making any more of those for a while. Although eventually I will be, because there's a lot of things that need to be processed. And let's see. Energy bridge arrangement that's just taking steam from up top, and also Minecraft joules from this, also from sources up top, running it through here and providing EU to run this thing, the industrial blast furnace. Then there's this thing. I don't even remember what this thing is called, but it takes lime dye and milk powered by a factorization battery and makes slime balls. So that way I don't have to farm them. And down below here things are cleaned up a little bit. Still maintaining a full supply of biofuel and biomass. And that system is pretty much automated right now. I still need to do something about this thing, and I need to start by moving it down 2 blocks and then hook it up to the AE system to take the iridium ingots, the iridium alloy ingots, and feed those and industrial TNT in there to make iridium ingots. Or iridium plates. Unless it'd be better to just use a plate bending machine. Probably. Up here, this area has finally been cleaned up considerably. All this crap that was in the middle has been taken down. The storage chests have been emptied into the system, and so on. I've got my Mistcraft travel books over here on the wall. The machinery that was here is down. It has been removed and its function replaced down below. Still got to do something with these items, and I'll get to it, but it's doing a lot better than it was. I've got some item monitors on here so I can know how much of things I have, especially things like UU matter, which I had run out of, but I'm starting to develop a decent supply of it. Alright, let's get some daylight here. And have a look out here. Okay, and yes, I am up to 6 steam boilers. That reminds me. I am taking steam from these 2, running in here to provide Minecraft joules, which goes over here, helps to charge these energy cells, which is providing the main power and the energy tesseracts. And then here, between these 2, there is a liquid tesseract, which is taking steam and sending it through the tesseract out here to the quarry site. The steam is then converted to Minecraft joules and fed to the quarries. That way I don't lose power by using an energy tesseract, because the energy tesseract loses about 25% of its available power. You know, about 25% of the power you send through it gets lost. And this way, that won't happen anymore. That means there's more power available for the quarries, they run steady, and they're powered by the steam boilers now. Alright, now, up here is where I need to be doing some stuff now. The bee lab. It's been quite a while since I've done anything here. Now, originally, I had shut it down because I got to the point where, well, this is all the extra bees, the unnecessary bees, ended up. And I had been putting them manually into the system here to be analyzed and then converted into liquid DNA. But given this, that amount of stuff, I think the first thing I need to do is get myself a bigger tank. This is a very minimal sized tank. And I think it's time to get with some excess on the tank. Now I've got some iron tank wall here. And I've already outlined a space here, and I am going to set this up as a 9 by 9 by 8 tank. That way I will be able to store more liquid DNA than I will ever use. But what the heck? I figure, why settle for enough when you can have too much? So, I get this tank set up. And then we can start working on getting some stuff going on in the bee lab. Oh, no, 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 no. Where did that go? Oh, how about that? Alright, and it's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll just go ahead and tear this up. And yes, I know, by the way, that the data for what is in the tank is stored in the centermost block, and by doing this, I'm going to lose what was in this tank. But I'm not really worried about that because, frankly, there wasn't all that much in there. Okay, need 2 more on that. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, how much is on here? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. There. Alright, now let's go ahead and get these top corner parts on. And then since I've got more wall than I do gauge, I'm going to set most of these to be just plain wall. And I'll only make, well, I'll start out with putting gauge on this side. There we go. 2 bits of gauge left. I guess I'll just throw them over here in the middle somewhere. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this tank built, and I'll be back. Alright, our tank is completed. 10,000 bucket capacity. Now we need to get stuff hooked up to it. I need to open up this glass viewer stuff for a little bit. Alright, now machinery here. This is the one that's outputting the liquid DNA. So let's head down below here. Alright, it was coming over here originally. So let me get the wrench. And get this stuff removed. And reroute it over to the valve on the center of the bottom of the tank. In fact, do I have enough of this stuff? Probably not. And oh yes, I've got more wireless access points set up so that I can now get access to the AE system clear over here at the B lab. Alright, that's all hooked up. And actually, that's for stuff coming out of the tank. What am I thinking? Oy. Alright, not a problem. Go ahead and break these. Up through here. And the stuff going into the tank. We will route up here to the top. There. That will take care of that. And now, let's see. Let's see here. We got a hopper here. I think what I need to do is just have something set up here to, if there's room in this machine, to just go ahead and pull stuff out of the chest in here to get processed, where after going through here it'll go out there to the gene pool and get turned into liquid DNA. Alright, that's cool. What do we need here? A wooden pipe, gate or two. And how about some golden transport pipe? Because it's faster. Alright. Need the wooden pipe. There on the chest. Throw a gate on that. we say items in inventory, energy pulse. Actually, this would be better with an AND gate. And I could, oh, stop. Alright, yeah, that's what I need. Alright. That one should do it. Alright. Wooden pipe. Iron AND gate. If items in inventory, energy pulse, and pipe empty, energy pulse. And that will send gradually everything in that chest into this to be processed. At least it should stop when this thing... No, wait a minute. No. Maybe I need a condition over here. All right. I'm going to watch this thing and see how it works and think about my logic here, and I'll be back. All right. Thought about it here, and I figured out what I need to do here. All right, let's get this golden transport pipe going again. We'll start here at the analyzer. And I'll run this up a little bit. We'll come over here. Come down to here, and that's where the wooden pipe comes in. And now we put iron AND gate here, and we put another one there. And then we get this red pipe wire, and we run that along the pipe. Alright, and now here we say if there is space in inventory, red pipe signal on. And also, if the pipe is empty, red pipe signal on. Both conditions must be true in order for the red pipe signal to come on. Now down here we say red pipe signal on. Oh, wait a minute. No, this one needs to be the autarkic. Wooden pipe, autarkic, red pipe wire, and now pipe signal on, energy pulsar. The gold pipe sends it fast, so that way we don't have... Oh, crap, stop it. Okay, we are having a mess. Because, oh, okay. Well, I'm close here, I know it. We need to be able to prevent an overflow and bees flying out all over the place, because that's just a waste. All right. All right, how about this? Let's see. Pipe empty. Okay, both conditions have to be true. The red pipe signal must be on, and the pipe must be empty, and then this will send bees. Over here, okay, red pipe wire, gate, the pipe has to be empty, and there must be space in the inventory. Now, if we could just get the overflow to stop. Alright, this is not working. Stop it. Go away. Too many bees all over the effing place. Alright, I'm going to work on this and I will be back. Alright, I have just spent the better part of a couple of hours trying every combination of things that I could between this analyzer and that chest. And so far, everything I've been able to do has ended up resulted in bees being spewed all over the place because they're coming in faster than this machine can process them. And that's despite using the gates and the pipe wire and looking for multiple conditions to be true and so on, so that basically the idea is to get this thing to only spit out one bee at a time, and only when there's room for it in the analyzer. I don't know, I even moved the gene pool in case I needed to put bees in through the side, and it doesn't seem to make any difference. Do it in through the side or in through the top, it's acting the same way. Now, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to look up some Direwolf 20 videos, because I know he's automated this stuff in the past, and maybe some of Hypno's older videos where he was getting some of his bee stuff set up earlier on, and see if I can come up with a clue as to how to arrange this, because I've got a lot of stuff in here and I don't want to put all this stuff in manually. That is a royal pain in the arse, I guarantee you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 6 stacks of bees into this thing. Alright, maybe a 7th one. Put the bees in there and let this thing analyze the bees, and that will send them on over here to the gene pool, and preferably none of them will get spewed out onto the floor. Of course, if they do, they will despawn because I won't be here. I'm going to get out of here and see what I can find for answers, and perhaps next time out we can get this thing properly and completely automated. Thanks for watching.